We thought we pushed humans to their limits. We confirmed to you that you could complete every Treyarch Easter egg from World of War to Black Ops 3 in just 24 hours. But what about non-Treyarch games like Infinite Warfare? How fast could you complete all of those Easter eggs? Boys and lads, I am proud to announce that we tackled this challenge, but we didn't just give ourselves 24 hours like last time. We pushed ourselves further, and I bring you, can you beat every Infinite Warfare Easter egg in 8 hours? That's right, this time we're giving ourselves 8 hours. And yeah, there might be less maps, but that does not make this challenge any easier. Infinite Warfare has 5 maps that we'll be doing the Easter eggs for, and some of them, well, let's just say they're not the easiest, but we'll get to that later. But who would even dare to do this challenge with me? Let's go ahead and have a look at the lineup. Of course, we have Matt, our designated zombie trainer for this video, a vigilante behind the scenes carrying this whole operation. Our personal chemist who could be the next Walter White, Tyler the Tomato, my right hand man for Mule Munchin. And then there's me, the man organising this event, the YouTuber who does absolutely nothing but reaps the rewards. This was our squad for this video, and after their hard work in the 24-hour Easter egg video, I have the utmost trust in their abilities. Other than no director's cut, however, anything else is allowed, such as fate and fortune cards. This is mainly for certain steps of the Easter egg that would be extremely difficult without them, and mainly for one card in particular that you guys will see in a minute. But yeah, with my squad assembled and our fate and fortune cards ready, we were excited but nervous to jump into our first map, Zombies in Spaceland. With us all ready to start, we embarked on our journey through our Infinite Warfare. Our first map to tackle was Zombies in Spaceland, one of the most underrated maps in Call of Duty Zombies in my opinion. With it being better than some Treyarch maps, this Easter egg is pretty straightforward with there only being about 5 steps. Before we did start with the Easter egg however, we pulled out our trump card for this video, which is the School Hacker Fate and Fortune card. This card is easily one of the best cards in the game as it allows you to instantly play the Ghost in Schools arcade machine. Although you can access these machines through a little side Easter egg on the map, using this card just made it really convenient and quicker to get on with the rest of the Easter egg. However, you might find yourself asking, Jake, what is Ghost in Schools? Ghost in Schools is a little minigame that varies throughout the map. So for Spaceland, all we had to do was just simply shoot the ghosts at the schools, and if any of them turn red, we need to destroy them as soon as possible or else we'll get a strike. If you get 3 strikes however, you fail the minigame and we'll have to use another card to try it again. To complete it, all you have to do is just destroy all the schools, and after 3 rounds you are rewarded with a permanent perkaholic. Yeah, you might be able to piece together why this is one of the best fate and fortune cards in the game. Luckily, off camera, we've been playing a lot of Infinite Warfare in our spare time. So we've had plenty of experience with Ghost in Schools over the last month. So we did manage to complete this on our first attempt. After we got all the perks, we made a start on the Easter egg. So the first thing we had to do was open up the Pack-a-Punch. And now, in case you've not played this map before, you have to go to each area of the map and go through a teleporter which brings you back to spawn. Once all 4 of the teleporters have been used, the big teleporter in the middle of the map will open, allowing you to go to Pack-a-Punch. Now, the next thing we had to do for this Easter egg was build the SETI-COM. This can be built by finding 3 pieces around the map, these being the radio, the calculator, and the umbrella. And now once you find all 3 pieces, you talk to the Hasselhoff himself and let him cook for a few rounds, and once you go back, he'll just give you the SETI-COM.
Ain't no way the Hoff is already done cooking.
Oh he's already done cooking, bro. Now, before we could move on with the rest of the Easter egg, we had to start setting up. The loadout I wanted to bring in was pretty simple. All I wanted was the Baby Breath, which is the Pack-a-Punch Kendalls, and the Shredder Wonder Weapon. So getting the Baby Breath was actually super easy as you literally just spawn in with the Kendalls, so I just saved up 5,000 points and Pack-a-Punch that. And then all I had to do was go ahead and get the Shredder. So the way Spaceland works is that there's 4 different laser pistols that you can build within your game. And if you've played Spaceland before, you'll realize that the Shredder is actually one of the easier wonder weapons to get. Essentially, all you have to do is just get 3 different parts, and I'm going to explain how you get them. So starting with the battery, all you have to do for this is you just need to make your way to the log flume ride and wait for the boat to pass by. And now if you look carefully at this point on the boat, there's actually a small battery just sitting there. If you shoot the battery, it will actually start coming out of the water sprouts up near the Bang Bangs machine, and with some good timing you're able to pick up that, and that will give you the first part to the Shredder. The second part is the souvenir toy, and now all you have to do to get this is you need to collect 3 red coins and deposit it into the souvenir machine in the Kepler system area of the map. Once all 3 coins have been deposited, a toy will come out and it will give you the second part to the Shredder. And now we move on to the final part of the Shredder, which is the gem, and this is probably the longest part to get. Essentially, after getting Pack-a-Punch, there are UFOs that you can interact with, and once done, they will fly to the traps around the map. You then need to save about 300 tickets so that you can buy an arcane core, and I put this on my Kendalls. So the next step is to get kills using the traps, and now depending on what wonder weapon you're going for, that will decide on what trap you need to get kills with. So for me, because I'm going for the Shredder, I would need to get kills using the Chromosphere trap, which is all the way in the Kepler system. Now, guides that you'll see online say that you need to get about 20 to 30 kills to charge a UFO, but it never really feels like you just need 30 kills. But either way, after I got the 30 kills, you need to get more kills using the weapon that you put the Arcane Core on. Killing zombies with the weapon with the Arcane Core will then charge the UFO even more, and after enough kills, an orb will drop, and that will give you an elemental upgrade to your weapon. To then get the gem, you need to have a brute smash the alligator's teeth, and then you have to replace those teeth with the golden teeth that you can buy using tickets. And after all of that, you can finally shoot the panel in the back with your Arcane Cored weapon, and that will reveal the gem. And once you pick it up, you finally have the last part to the Shredder. And then to actually get the weapon, you need to go down to the promo cardboard cutout in the underground section of the map, where you can insert all the parts and pick up the Shredder. Matt and Tyler had to do the same type of process to get their wonder weapons, but I won't spend an hour talking about how they got theirs. Basically, the only difference is how they get their battery. And after all of this, we can finally continue on with the Easter eggs. So with the Seticom built, we now have to do what we call the Seticom defense step. Basically, the way the step works is that there's multiple spots around the map where you can place a Seticom, and once you find the right location, you need to place it down and defend it for the set amount of time until the timer is completed. This needs to be completed 3 times, and every time that you do it, the timer increases, starting from 60 seconds and ends with 120 seconds. So how did this go for us? Well,
Do I regret starting this Seticom on my own? Yeah.
Yeah.
He got the Shredder and he said, hold up, I'm okay.
I said, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, it's just that easy.
Literally free.
I feel like we've over-prepared for this one. Yeah, we got the trap on. We got the sentry turret on the go, bro. Who are these guys, bro? Literally insane. Yo, literally just that easy, bro.
Actually free, dude.
yeah, it actually went pretty well, right? The Kendalls made this super easy, and luckily we got some of the easiest spots for this run. So after 56 minutes, we've completed the Seticom defense step. At this point, we were getting pretty close to the boss fight, and all we had to do was let the Hoff cook one more time in order for us to get the speakers. However, during this run, we discovered a secret that no one else has documented, so this footage you're going to see here is exclusive to the Renzaru channel. Now, what was this crazy secret that we discovered? Well, did you know that the Hasselhoff had some fucking moves to him?
Yo, look at those moves, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Dude, who is this?
Oh,
Oh, my
oh.
god, bro.
Oh.
Literally, bro, the Hoff hitting the gritty. Oh, he's feeling himself.
Yeah, dude, he's absolutely feeling it, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Yo,
oh,
dude.
oh,
Holy
dude,
shit.
Come on.
Yo. Bro's actually Muck Jagger, bro. Oh.
Oh my god, bro. Yo.
Yo, let's get it, bro. Dude, I can't believe he goes that hard with the moves, bro.
I know. I never paid attention to him before.
Oh god.
What was that clown doing?
Yo, what the fuck?
Bro, he's trying to be like the Hoff.
He actually is trying to replicate the Hoff, bro.
So after watching the Hasselhoff feel himself for a little bit, we were hyped, right? And we were ready to start on the next step of the Easter egg. We went ahead and we picked up the speakers, we made sure that we prepared, and we placed them around the Pack-a-Punch portal, and after interacting with them, we were locked in the spawn area. Now it was time for what I'm going to call the pre-boss fight. For this, we had to place Simon Says with the big UFO in the sky, which essentially each of the speakers correlate to a colour, and our job is to match that colour with what the UFO shows. This can actually prove to be pretty difficult, as you need to be pretty quick, and with you having to do this with 3 codes, you're gonna have to make sure you have good communication, unless you're us and this happens.
Yellow.
Green,
Red.
blue.
Just that easy, bro.
Just that easy.
Oh, we go.
Yellow, green, red.
Is it the same thing?
I think so.
It's huge,
Just
bro.
that
Just that easy.
Let's go. I do wonder what the chances are of us getting the same code twice in
Bro,
a row.
imagine it's 3 times in a row.
That'd be crazy.
Imagine the uproar.
We'd be yellow, green, red, blue pros.
Yo, yellow? Green?
Green?
Oh, bro,
come
I'd be
on.
so excited there.
So yeah, we got pretty lucky on this part, and even though the last code was different, it was only the last 2 colours that were different, so yeah, you know, we got through this pretty easily. Now after this, we had to survive an onslaught of clowns, which was easy enough, but our minds, they were occupied thinking about what was next. Now I'll give you some insight onto how we were feeling at this moment in time, and we were absolutely shitting ourselves, because next up was the boss fight. And now the reason we were terrified was that the more people you have in your game, the more aliens that spawn in. So with there being 3 of us, we were going gonna have to fight 3 aliens. So yeah, while still scared of what was ahead of us, the 3 aliens decided they just wanted to spawn in. So the key to this boss fight is to actually keep moving, as if you stop for a minute, you'll get blasted just like Matt did here. But as I said, the key to this is you just need to keep moving, alright? And while you're moving, you need to make sure that you're shooting the aliens in their chests. So you'll notice that the light on their chests will change colour depending on what stage of their health they're at. So it'll start at green and then it'll go to yellow and then it'll go to red. Once they're in their red stage, if you shoot them a little bit more, they'll actually teleport onto the ground, and what you need to do is you need to melee their back to destroy the fuses. For each alien, you have to do this a total of 3 times and then you will kill the alien. It sounds simple enough, but when there's 3 of them blasting at you while you're still getting chased down by zombies, it can get a little bit chaotic. So how did it go for us?
Oh, one's down.
Yo, just that easy, bro.
Oh, got one. Yeah, I hit him.
Yo, oh shit, bro. Oh, dude, the explosion got me down the red screen, bro.
Bro, the Hoff's got you, dude.
Bro, where's the Hoff when I need him, bro? Where is the good man?
He's coming.
Yo, this the good man, bro. Let's go.
The only good man that is not gone.
On God, bro.
Bro, why are 2 aliens just next to each other? Oh my god.
Uh-oh, I'm popping Rising Phoenix, bro. I ain't fucking around with this. Yo, let's go, dude. We got
Killed one.
Oh, wait, is that another one?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo, did the Hoff get you, bro? Let's go. Who is this guy, bro?
I didn't even know the Hoff was still out.
Yes, sir. Dude, the good man is not gone yet. Oh, no, dude, the Hoff's leaving. Bro, don't.
Literally the good man have gone.
Dude, all of the good men have gone, bro.
He's either on yellow or red. I can't tell.
No, bro. He's literally dipping, bro. There goes the good man. Wait, we got him?
Wait, he's dead.
Oh, let's go, dude. Bro, just as Hasselhoff leaves, bro, he knew, bro. He knew.
So somehow we managed to take out all 3 aliens while carrying Matt along. I don't really know how we did it, but you know, we just did. But now we were on to the very final step of the Easter egg, which is to destroy the UFO. For this, all you have to do is install the alien fuses into the Pack-a-Punch, and you can then Pack-a-Punch your wonder weapon. After doing this, all you have to do is shoot the panels around the Spaceland sign when the UFO is above the Pack-a-Punch. And yeah, after picking up the soul key, we beat our first Easter egg in 1 hour and 21 minutes. Honestly, not a bad start. If we continue on at this pace, we'll have this done in no time. Before we started Rave In The Redwoods, we took a little break. Well, mainly because somehow a file on my game got deleted and I need to re-verify my game files, but after about 20 minutes, we're back in business and we can finally start on the Rave In The Redwoods Easter egg.
Oh my god, why is my game freezing? Holy shit.
So for some reason, sometimes when I play Infinite Warfare, the game just starts stuttering so bad it becomes borderline unplayable. So while the boys got to work on opening the map, I had to figure out how to make my game not look like a PowerPoint.
Dude, are we cooking finally? After 20 minutes, are we finally no stirring? Oh my god, it's a sad to see. It's
You can finally enjoy Rave In The Redwoods.
Telling me I can rave. Finally. Bro got me tearing up right now.
That's right, boys, I finally fixed the issue, and I'm not gonna lie, I started feeling a little bit emotional knowing that I can rave in the Redwoods without the stuttering. This also finally meant we could start with the Easter egg. Well, not really. Before we got to work on the Easter egg, we had our biggest challenge of this run ahead of us, the Ghost and Skulls machine. As I said during Spaceland, the minigame you play is different for each map, and when I say the one for Rave In The Redwoods is hard, I mean it's ridiculously hard. Essentially, the gimmick for this one is that you now have to shoot the right coloured ghost at its matching skull. Well, it sounds easy, right? Well, not really, as in the second round, the skulls will start turning around, making them all grey, which means you either need to guess, or you'll need to wait for them to turn back around to see which ones to shoot. Well, you know, it shouldn't be too hard, right? I mean, just do as many as you can, then wait for it to turn back around and repeat, you know? That's fine. Well, then comes the third round. Oh my god. In the third stage, pretty much, it's the same thing as the second stage, however, when it turns around, it just never turns back. Like what? Who made this step in the minigame? Well, either way, our solution to this was pretty much just to take a picture of the skulls and post it in the Discord so that we knew which skull was where. Now, this wasn't a flawless tactic, but it was the best that we could do, and yeah, you know, we failed the first time around.
Quick, bro, there's one more!
No! One left, one left. No! Oh,
dude,
wait.
no!
Oh my god.
Now this is where we made a big decision to restart, as we weren't super far into the map anyways, so after one restart we were back to the Ghost and Skulls machine, and well, this is how it went.
We have this.
I got this one, boy. Oh, look at this straight ass line.
Jake, remember when we were on like the Mule Munchies crusade of getting them all of them done? We only got it because we got like the easiest one.
Yes, sir, dude. That's the one we hoping out for. That's the one we holding out for, on God.
That's the hero. That's where the good man have gone.
Oh, dude, another really easy one? Okay, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
It moved. I got his ass. Okay, it's okay. We cook. We're cooking.
Literally, all we need to do for the last level is actually just not miss. Oh, I turn around and I turn back, and all the yellows are gone.
Yes, sir. Only blues. Oh my god, just that easy. Okay, I'm trying to take a picture. Okay, that one's not super easy, but it's not like difficult either. Oh, it might be a green. Oh, dude, shoot! I think that's all green's gone. That's all green's gone. There's a red, dude.
Say less. I got it.
Oh, there's another red.
Oh, say less. I got it.
Dude, how are none of these fucking blue?
I got it. I got it. Don't worry. Bro, we need to shoot. We need to shoot.
I'm trying, dog.
Good.
Bro, literally just shoot them. Just shoot them. We
All right,
have this.
one more. Yes, dude, I think we got it.
Yeah, we have it.
Let's go.
Doesn't
Let's fucking
Doesn't even
go.
matter. Doesn't even matter.
Let's fucking
oh
go.
my god. Alright, this is the one. We have to get on this.
We're cooking, bro.
We're cooking with straight gasoline.
That's right, finally on our second attempt we beat Ghosts in Schools and received all of the perks. Now we were finally ready to make a move on this Easter egg. Like usual, the first step is to simply get Pack-a-Punch, as this allows us to talk to Kevin. To do this, you need to just find 3 pieces around the map, and that will allow you to repair the boat to go to the island with Kevin on it. Very simple stuff. While we were on the island, we also picked up the sausage. Yes, Infinite Warfare was wild. And once we returned back to the Rave, we got to work on getting the Vlad and the upgrades for it. How you get the Vlad crossbow is that you need to go into Rave mode and throw your newly acquired meat at these deer heads on the wall. There is a total of 3 of them, one in the spawn lodge, one in the mess hall, and the last one is inside the cabin at Camp Owl. Once you've thrown your meat at the deer heads, you need to go back to the cabinet in the spawn room and break the locks, which then unlocks the cabinet and allows you to pick up the Vlad. So now that we had the Vlad, we got to work on the upgrades. While we were working on getting to Pack-a-Punch originally, we were also collecting the deer, owl, and wolf statues. These all have multiple locations, but we did get them all in the end. We then took the statues to the rave area and placed them next to these speakers. Now, guides say that you simply just have to get kills with the Vlad, however some guides say you need to get kills with the trap going off, so we managed to fill up all the statues while getting headshots. So the way to do this step is pretty much all over the place, but eventually we had filled up all of the statues and we're on to the final step of the upgrades. With our newly filled statues, we then had to find the biggest statues around the map and place the filled statues in front of them, and then we had to get more kills with the Vlad near them, if that makes any sense. And then after a few kills, we just had to pick up the statues, and then that gave us the upgraded Vlads. And now after all of that, we could properly start on the Easter egg. Now, if you thought the steps to complete the Spaceland Easter egg was for children, then Rave In The Redwoods steps were made for infants. This whole Easter egg equates to 3 challenges and a boss fight, and that's it. We then got to work on the first challenge. The way to start this is to get the picture from behind the Rave booth and then take it to the bonfire area and place it on the floor to start the challenge. For this challenge, you need to shoot off body parts from the zombies. If done correctly, you'll see that the picture will gain power, and once it's gained enough power, you can interact with the picture and fight the slasher. Now, for the record, the slasher does not fuck about and can easily be a run ender. You're also limited on how much time you get to kill the slasher, so if you fail this, you'll lose a random perk, but with the upgraded crossbows, we killed him without too much struggle. With the challenge completed, we picked up the picture and took it back to Kevin. Now, we were on to the second challenge. We once again picked up another part of the picture, which was next to the Tough Enough machine, and with that picture, we needed to take it to the rave area. For this challenge, it required us to get explosive kills, and for this, I happened to have explosive touch in my Fate and Fortune deck, which allowed us to get explosive kills pretty easily. We then had to fight the slasher again, which was easy enough, and after picking up the picture, we had completed the second challenge. After returning back to Kevin, we were then on to the final challenge. For this one, we had to pick up the school that was down by the power switch and take it to the beach. And for this challenge, all we had to do was simply get headshots. This was without a doubt the easiest challenge, as we could just use any weapon to complete it. So after powering up the school, we killed the slasher one last time and we took the school to Kevin. We were now done with all of the challenges and we're on to the final step before the boss fight. For this, all of us had to go down to where the power switch was, and we all had to press a button at the same time. Once we did this, Pack-a-Punch was no longer available, and all we had to do to enter the boss fight was interact with the boat. After meeting back up with Kevin at the boat, we were now ready for the boss fight. Now, the events that you're going to witness go down during this boss fight, words cannot even explain. We all summoned the main character inside of us for one of the most intense boss fights we've ever had. Team Detective had to go above and beyond for this boss fight, and this is how it went.
Oh my god.
Lord it down. I was in red.
Uh-oh, he literally like nearly landed on my ass.
Oh,
that
this
one's
one's done. This one's done.
Guys, that one's done as well.
Oh, this one's done. This one's done.
Oh, dude, they're all going down.
I got this one. I got the one at the other end.
Oh, dude, the middle's going down as well.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh, this is spooky. Nice, last one.
Okay,
That's what's on me.
we just need that one, the first one that we did.
If you can go over to the ones that we've already done and like refill them with like souls.
Like top them up, yeah.
Yeah. I think if we just focus this, I think it shouldn't take too long. Dude, is that? Oh, this one
Should
down
be
here
it.
is going
Should be-
down. This
oh,
one down here is
no.
going
Oh my
down.
God.
No way.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to the other one and top it up.
Yeah, maybe now that we've got a few up, like split up and like make sure that we're kind of continuing to refill them all up. Yep. Okay, these two are done. I'm gonna stay by these two and just make sure they don't ever go down. Trying to keep these guys all filled up. Oh, nice, dude. There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Yo, he walking away, bro. He got off the mat.
right, he walked
literally got- Dickhead mode, dickhead. Just that easy. We're shooting who? Never even heard of her.
Alright, this one's done.
Shoot, I'm gonna do this one over here.
Alright, I'm gonna be with Matt for the middle one.
So hopefully that'll just. What? Dude, what?
Got mine done.
That one's done as well.
I'm just getting like no zombies
Mine
spawned.
first.
Come here. Sweet cheeks. Uh-oh.
Right into it, pussy, you dumb bitch. Oh, I'm risking it. Oh my god. No, please. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, the crawler in the water? There we go. There we
Yes,
go.
dude, shoot.
Alright, one more phase.
Matt, do you want to, if me and Tyler go around and fill up the main ones, do you want to go around like topping up the ones that are already done?
The ones that are already done.
Oh,
No!
no way, dude. No, please.
Oh, shit.
Matt, do you have a phoenix up?
I do not.
Right, Matt, just run around. Just focus up. Yeah, but you got it, bro. You're a king. Okay, he's coming around that way, Matt. Your big revive? Oh, dude, man's going for the non-quick revive. Yo, oh my god. Who is this guy? Who is Matt, bro? The biggest clutch up of
Oh my God,
2023,
oh
bro.
Okay, the middle one's done. The middle one's done.
Let's
by the way.
fucking go, bro. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Dude, I literally went for the 5 before I got the perks back.
Bro. Dude, the fucking team detective, bro.
Bumming in.
Cannot be fucking
normal.
stopped, bro. Oh, dude. Bro, I'm red screening, but we team detective, pussy.
Oh, does he know about Team Detective? We literally asked, where have the good men gone?
Oh god, dude. We're gonna show Kevin who the good men really are. I feel like middle needs a bit of a top up potentially, but
Yo, the third one's going down. Oh wait, mine's done.
no, this is it. We're on. It's just this last one here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I just need some zombies because I got no. Come on, bro. How fucking high is this bitch gotta go? Well, that's it, dude. That was so fucking. That was like too close,
so
bro.
sketchy, dude.
Come on, dickhead. Come try us.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck!
Jesus.
I didn't see the thing.
Neither did I, bro. It's just, bro was just like, bro, fuck it. He just said this shit's personal now.
He said Team Detective. Who?
Team Detective's #1 arch nemesis, Kevin. Oh my god, I'm dead. Yo, and here's my hero, bro. Oh, dude.
Oh, there we go. We got it. We just need to. Do we need to do the green thing again?
No, I think we just lay
Oh
into
no,
him
no,
now.
now we just lay into.
Get his ass! Get his ass! Let's
Nice,
go!
let's go, dude.
Just that easy, boys. And after that intense boss fight and amazing clutch from Matt, we had finished the boss fight. We also picked up the soul key around 3 hours and 25 minutes into the run, and that marked the end of the second Easter egg. So far, it's not actually been that bad, as the Easter eggs have been quite easy. Hopefully the next maps haven't got some stupid, random, convoluted Easter eggs in them. That's foreshadowing, by the way. Shaolin Shuffle is our third map, and as mentioned before, this is where Easter eggs start getting unnecessarily convoluted and random, easily making this our least favourite Easter egg in Infinite Warfare. And now for the keen-eyed viewers, you might have noticed we're missing Matt. Well, after sweating up a storm in the boss fight for Rave In The Redwoods, he needed a little break to recover for this next map, so he was sitting this one out, leaving only me and Tyler. So loading into Shaolin, like the last few maps, the first thing we did was go straight for the Ghost in Schools machine. Now, luckily, unlike Rave In The Redwoods, they gave us a break in this map, as this one is dummy easy. All you have to do is just look at the schools in front of you and determine which school you need to shoot to match 3 colours together. Okay, that's not really the best explanation, but basically it's a match 3 minigame and it's super easy. After doing this for 3 rounds, that is the Ghost in Schools minigame complete. So starting with the Easter egg, the first thing we had to do was open up Pack-a-Punch. To do this, you need to find 3 parts around the map, these being the coin under the Tough Enough machine, the pink cat flyer, and the film reel. And then once all 3 of these have been collected, you can then open the Pack-a-Punch in the pink cat. Simple enough. After a couple rounds passed, we then had to fight the roller skating zombies. Once we defeated those, we got to work on our Kung Fu. As for the next step, we had to make sure we had level 2 Kung Fu so we could use the throw-in stars.
Tyler also got to work on unlocking double Pack-a-Punch, where essentially all you have to do is interact with the buttons inside the Pack-a-Punch room and then run to the rooftops where Racing Stripes is in order to pick a fuse out of a fuse box. You then take those fuses down to the rail tracks where you place them down. After a train runs over them, you're able to pick back up the fuses and insert them into the Pack-a-Punch machine. And during the time it took me to explain that, we then got level 2 Kung Fu. This next step is a prime example of why this Easter egg is one of my least favorite. Essentially, for this step you need to go around finding these rat cages until you find the one with a rat in it. You then need to throw a throwing star at its cage and follow the rat to the next cage, and you have to do this about 6 or 7 times until the step is complete. Well, and I mean, I guess this step isn't all doom and gloom, as you get to watch this amazing animation of this rat that always makes my day. I mean, you can really see where all the budget went into this game. All of those supply drops must have funded the animation team for this one single rat. Truly incredible. Anyways, once you throw the star at the last cage, a yellow circle will appear on the ground, and in this circle you need to get enough kills until it disappears. Once it's gone, ninjas will start spawning, which might add are the most terrifying zombies in this game, as they can literally two-shot you. But once you've killed all of them, a key will spawn on the floor, and after picking it up you can then move on to the next step. Now that you've picked up this key, you need to go down to this specific locker right here and open it. And now this reveals something. I mean, I don't really know because the next step is always the same, and honestly my silly British brain cannot see the connections between this and the next step. Anyways, for the next step you need to shoot symbols around the map in a certain order, it being this one on the left, the second symbol on this toilet, and the first and second symbol on this wood here. And after shooting the last symbol, a gong will be heard and we'll be on to our first mini boss fight. For this mini boss fight we need to take down the Rat King so we can get his eye. Just outside the dojo there will now be a symbol on the ground, and once interacted with, the Rat King will spawn. Now this guy is a tank, he needs a lot of damage done to him for him to be taken down, but after hitting him with everything we had, we managed to take him down and get his eye. And now here comes another tedious step in this Easter egg. After returning back to Pam, we were tasked with finding symbols around the map using the eye. Now the step wouldn't be too bad, but here's the catch. Only one symbol will appear at a time, and now you have to do this a total of 8 times. And it's not like there's like 3 or 4 locations, there's a minimum of 12 locations that they can spawn in. Again, the step is not hard, but it's just annoying. But anyways, as you can see, we got to find them, and after a while we shot all 8 symbols. Now we're on to the Morse code step. Yes, this Easter egg has Morse code, but don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. For this, you need to go to the phone booth and listen to what code it gives you. This code gives you a number, and with that number you need to find a poster that has the same number on it. What makes this step not that bad is that most of the numbers have a different starting number, so all you have to do is really listen to what the first number is, then you can kind of piece together what poster is the right one. So the number we got was 291, and we went ahead and found that and picked up the right poster. Again, that seems to be a trend with this Easter egg, that it requires you to do a lot of searching, unlike the other Easter eggs so far where it's just been go here, do this thing, next step. Anyways, with the poster retrieved, we made our way to the disco rooftop where we had to put the poster on this spotlight, and after we threw an explosive in the window that it's highlighting, we had to fight a few more ninja zombies. Luckily, we were more set up this time so they weren't much of a threat, but after we took out all the ninja zombies, we were then on to another annoying step. I'm going to try my best to explain this next step, but I'm sure I'm going to come out sounding like I'm speaking a whole different language. So basically, symbols will start appearing on the rooftop, and these symbols correlate to letters. Now this is where it gets confusing. On the wall near the doorway there will be another letter, and you need to take this letter and look at a list of words and then spell out the rest of the word with the symbols on the rooftop. It's honestly not that hard to complete once you know what you're doing, but it's still such a pain in the ass to complete. The word in our room was fairy, so after shooting the final symbols we were now done with this step. Now we had our second mini boss fight. This was once again against the Rat King. It's pretty much the exact same thing as last time, except the symbol on the ground this time is near the RPR Evo wall buy. So we once again got to work on taking out the Rat King, and although we were a bit more prepared this time, it still took quite a while to take him down, but eventually we took down the Rat King a second time and we picked up the brain. Once we had the brain, we went to talk to Pam, and this triggers an event where in 3 to 4 rounds a missing real cutscene will play, and it will lock us into the dojo area. Once we got the cutscene, we got to kill the zombies around us, and after killing enough they dropped the turnstile gate, and after picking it up we repaired the turnstile gate down in the subway, and we're then on to the next step. We knew we were getting close to the end of the Easter egg at this point, with only a few steps left to go. Our next step required us to collect souls. So to do this we first needed to climb the ladder near Mule Munchies and then look in this window to shoot a symbol on the wall. This will start spawning circles on the floor in different areas of the map, and we need to kill zombies in the circle to fill them up. And now after doing this in 6 different locations, we had our final annoying step before the boss fight. For this step we had to go all the way to the disco floor where a disco ball will now appear. When a zombie is killed in the vicinity of this disco ball, it will attach to the zombie and it will start dancing. After killing that zombie, it will attach to another zombie, and we need to keep doing this until the disco ball disappears. It's basically just hot potato but with zombies. zombies. We did struggle with this at first, but after a few tries the disco ball disappeared and we completed this step. We were finally on to the final step before the boss fight, and believe it or not, we once again had to defeat the Rat King for a 3rd time in order for us to get the heart. This is pretty much the same as the last 2 times, so there's not a whole lot to really say about this. We defeated him and we picked up the heart. Now we were on to the boss fight where we had to defeat the Rat King again. Yeah, I don't really know, but anyways, we had to go talk to Pam again, and once we were in the sewer system, the boss fight began. This boss fight is split into 3 stages: the eye, the brain, and the heart. We started the fight by doing a bunch of damage to the Rat King, and during this stage he throws out our arch enemy of the map, the Kung Fu Zombies. But once we did enough damage, we started the 3rd stage of the boss fight, which was the eye. For this stage, we had to use the eye we picked up to see the symbols that appeared around the room, and we had to shoot these symbols quick enough before they respawned. Now, the issue with this is that for some reason I lost the eye and I couldn't pick up a new one, so we designated roles where Tyler would use the eye and I would shoot the symbols with the Pack-a-Punch Kendalls, and after a bit of trying we managed to shoot all the symbols and were off this stage. After that we had to do enough damage to the Rat King again to move on to the next stage, but once we damaged him enough we were onto the brain. For this stage a brain spawns in the middle of the arena and blue-eyed zombies will spawn to attack the brain. It's our job to make sure that the Rat King doesn't kill these zombies so that they can focus on destroying the brain. However, the only issue with this is that the Rat King always seems to kill the zombies, so what we do is we basically just wait for the step to be over, as although it takes a while, eventually a brain will just be destroyed and the stage will be complete. So yeah, we just did that and we moved on to our final stage. After doing enough damage to the Rat King, we were on to the final stage, which is the heart stage. This stage is easy enough. Essentially, acid will spawn around the arena and we need to kill enough zombies in each puddle of acid to make it disappear. And now with me and Tyler doing it at the same time, it didn't take long for us to get rid of all of the puddles and be done with this stage. With all 3 stages complete, this meant the Rat King was vulnerable, so all we had to do was lay into him with everything we had, and we took down the Rat King and completed this Easter egg in just 4 hours and 58 minutes. Under 2 hours for this Easter egg wasn't bad for our standards, especially with how tedious the steps are. This meant that for the last 2 maps we basically had just about 3 hours left, and this got us thinking, would we really have enough time to complete this challenge? Before we had a chance to question whether 8 hours was going to be enough for this challenge, we immediately got onto our next map, which was Attack of the Radioactive Thing. Now, for Attack of the Radioactive Thing, you need to major and have a PhD in chemistry to be able to complete this Easter egg. And now, obviously, I'm a YouTuber, I'm not smart enough to do chemistry, I've only watched Breaking Bad once. However, this map is Tyler's time to shine. He loves the Attack of the Radioactive Thing Easter egg. Therefore, I'm going to let him cook, and he's going to be the one who does majority of his Easter egg, and I'm simply going to try and explain. We started off Attack of the Radioactive Thing like any other map. We popped School Hacker and we made our way to the Ghost in Schools machine. Now, this minigame can be easily failed, but if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy. Essentially, for this version of Ghost in Schools, you'll notice different coloured platforms in front of where you're standing. You'll also notice that on the side of the schools, there's this colour that changes over time. And now you need to stand on the platform that matches with the colour shown. And then you need to shoot the schools with the cubes while you're standing on the right platform. It's a little hard to get the hang of at first, but once you know what you're doing, it's relatively easy. However, there can be some tense moments as it does speed up by round 3, but we managed to get it on our first attempt.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. Oh my god.
After we got all the perks, we now had 2 objectives we can get to work on. The first is pretty obvious, all you have to do is just open up the map and turn on the power. And the second is that we need to start collecting all the body parts so we can start on the first step of the Easter egg. So there are 6 body parts we need to obtain for the body to be complete. I'll quickly just speedrun on how you get all of the parts. For the torso, you need to activate the deep freeze trap after repairing it, and once the trap is finished, you can melee the pig with the crowbar, which will make it explode, allowing you to pick up the torso behind it. For the left arm, it can simply be found and picked up within the RV Park's fire pit. For the right arm, you need to make the seismic wave generator, and to do this you need to collect 3 parts around the map. The first part is just behind the building where you actually build the seismic wave generator. The second piece you need to find is an old rod which can be found on a red bench nearby. And the third and final piece you need to find to complete the seismic wave generator is the capacitor unit. This item can be found in the parking lot nearby. With all 3 parts collected, you then need to go to the buildable table in the ice cream parlor where you can then build the seismic wave generator. Then, once you've built the seismic wave generator, you can then place it near this hand sticking out of the ground near the beach, and then after it goes off you can pick up the left arm. Then for the left leg, you need to pick up the cleaver, and after you melee a radioactive zombie, it will leave behind the left leg. For the right leg, you need to throw an explosive in this tree, and the right leg will fall out of it. And then for our final body part, we need to get the head. To do this, you'll need to activate Pack-a-Punch first, so the way you get Pack-a-Punch is you need to go ahead and speak with Elvira, and after talking to her, she'll go ahead and ask you to get a book. This is located in the ice cream parlor, which is the same place you built the seismic wave generator. Once you return this to Elvira, she'll then give you a test tube. With this obtained, you then need to melee a bunch of radioactive zombies to fill it up, and then once it's filled, you'll need to return back to Elvira. Once you've given the test tube back to Elvira, she'll start following you, and with this you need to guide us to one of the teleportation orbs around the map. You then just need to let her do whatever she's doing, and then once she's finished, she'll open up a portal which will let you go to Pack-a-Punch. Now that we have Pack-a-Punch, we can now work on getting the head. To do this, enter the Pack-a-Punch room and press this button here on the wall, and when you return, you'll enter an RV which allows you to pick up the head. Even though we now had all the body parts, we weren't done collecting parts, as we still had to get 2 mirrors and a glass shard. The easiest to get is the hand mirror, as to do this you just need to simply call Elvira, and while she's away you can pick up the mirror on her seat. The next mirror is the car mirror, and that's located in the car park. To do this you need to go ahead and get the crowbar, and once you have this you just melee this car window on this white car, which will drop the mirror. Then for the final part, which is the glass shard, all you need to do is go to the RV park restroom and melee the mirror to get the glass shard. Once we've gathered all the parts, we can finally start on the true first step. If we return back to the spawn room, you can now place the body parts on this table and the mirrors in spots around the room. You then need to grab the Scantron from the ice cream parlor and place it in this machine in the spawn room. This will make numbers pop up, and we need to figure out the correct order of the numbers using the typewriter. The numbers will always be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, but the order of these are completely random. So with some trial and error, we figured out what the correct order was, and the zombie will then come back to life. And now what we need to do for this next step is enter the numbers in again, but backwards. And once you've done this correctly, the zombie will be killed and reveal a key. And now we're back to gathering parts, as we need to acquire another 3 parts to put together a nuke. These parts can be found under a red car between the TV studio and the motel, at the end of the stream under the bridge, and lastly behind the gate outside of the TV studio. So far this Easter egg has just been a lot of hunting, but with 3 of us it wasn't as bad as it would be on solo. But don't worry, our hunt for stuff was still not over, as we needed to then look for pressure gauges around the map. Using a code we found under the desk in the market, we needed to go to these 4 pressure gauges around the map and hit them with the crowbar so that they were on one of the numbers of the code. So in our game the code was 1792, meaning we had to set one of the gauges to 1, one of the gauges to 7, one of the gauges to 9, and the other one to 2. Once we did this, we could return back to the office in the market, where a safe has now been opened, and after picking up the numbers in the safe, we now had the nuclear bomb code. Now for this next step, we needed to go back to the gas station, where we could now open the right side garage door, allowing us to enter the chemical station. Finally, we could get away from collecting parts. Just kidding, we still need to collect another 3 parts. These being the number inputter found on a picnic table near the beach, the gauges on another picnic table in the RV park, and the valves on the couch located at the back of the market. And with our last 3 parts collected, we could now Walter White our way to the end of this Easter egg. Well, not really. We still had 1 step left to complete, which would allow us to know what color we needed to be in so we could obtain the right numbers on the formula boards around the map. It sounds confusing, and don't worry, I'm completely there with you. I have no idea how to complete this step, so I'ma just let the man of the hour take it away and tell us how to complete this step.
Alright, so what you have to do is there are 4 symbols around the map. There's one under the bridge, there's one by the gas station, one by the safe, and then there's one in that little trailer that you have to press the button in the Pack-a-Punch room to get to. And as you change the colors, like it'll say like O equals some random number, and you have to find the one. So like it's red right now, so I'm looking for the one that the equal sign turns into a not equal sign. That tells you that that one's not the answer. And then you just keep doing it. It's not that bad as people like are like, oh my god, this step sucks. So what you do after that, once you have the right number, which is the one in the Pack-a-Punch room, you multiply it by the M that's in this room, which in this game it's 12, but it's random every game. You multiply those, and then you look on the TV right next to Elvira, and then that they have like number ranges. You put whatever that multiplying number is correlates to a color, and you keep it in that color, because when you change the colors, it changes the numbers on those signs. So the O is 4 and the M is 12. So that means that's 48. TV says less than 49 is blue, so we gotta have it in blue.
Now, with the correct color selected, we could start taking pictures of the formula boards around the map. This was so that we could assemble the correct formula in order to create what we needed for the bomb. However, what is the formula we needed to make? Well, to find this out, we needed to kill zombies, and every now and then they'll drop batteries, and then you put these batteries in radios around the map until we find the one that states something along the lines of, this will kill the big bad. So the correct radio for us stated we need to make octohydro 25 nitro 347 parazocine, and to make this we needed to combine raising fuel plus quarters to make formaldehyde plus glass cleaner to make hexamine, and then finally you combine hexamine, vinegar, plant food and detergent to make octohydro 25 nitro 347 parazocine. Now, do I know where any of these are located? No, because Tyler, the absolute hero, took it away for this one again and did it all for us. We were literally the side character of this map, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Anyways, once we made the compound, we were actually ready for the boss fight. All we had to do was get set up and interact with the bomb. My setup consisted of Kendalls, because, you know, just the Kendalls. The dual-wield M2187s, mainly because I had a variant that when you use up all the ammo in the gun, you become invisible for a short period of time, and spoiler, although this sounds OP, it was no help whatsoever. Then I got lucky enough to get the Mad Wonder Weapon, and then once I went around the map picking up the parts I needed to upgrade it, that was me pretty much set up. Then, when Tyler and Matt were ready to go, we all interacted with the bomb and were on to the boss fight. As we entered the boss fight, we were getting worried as this boss fight had a step that we haven't had much luck with in the past. More on that later. We started off by guiding the bombs to the front of the beach, and now this was simple enough for as long as we shot the green fireballs and dodged the rest, we should have this done in no time. Which was the case, as we were now onto the next stage. For this, we needed to shoot laser beams into the radioactive thing. We did this by waiting for a green glow to appear on his chest, and then using these cannons to shoot it when he was vulnerable. The radioactive thing also has an attack that can literally one-shot use, which resulted in some downs like this.
Oh, shit.
Tyler was in charge of taking the shots as he had the most experience with this step, and although it took many shots, we finally shot him enough to make it off the stage. Now, we simply had to make our way to the back of the beach and defend ourselves until the radioactive acid makes its way towards us. Now, if you've ever done this Easter egg before, you'll know what's coming. Essentially, once the acid has reached you, a parkour sequence will begin, and you need to make it back to the bomb in order to enter the radioactive thing. Now, me and Tyler had this down, and we could pretty much do it every single time, and I love Matt, but my god has he had some difficulties with this step in the past.
Oh, shit. I didn't make it.
Oh
Explosions
man.
When Matt took his first down, me and Tyler were shaken as we didn't know how long it was going to take for us to get off this step. But we had come a long way since the last time we did this, and so did Matt. After his clutch on Rave In The Redwoods, he was a new man, a better player. He grew as a player. He's a gamer, not because he doesn't have a life, because he chooses to have many. We had faith that he could do it. We interacted with the bomb again, and we made our way back to the beach and defended ourselves until the parkour step. This was Matt's chance to show us he was a new man. Someone who wouldn't be easily defeated by just a few lasers.
Alright, here we go, here we go. Yep. Let's go. 34621.
This was it. All we had to do was enter the code 34621. Me and Tyler managed to enter our code. We were just waiting on Matt.
It's okay.
We failed in entering the code, but it's okay. We knew Matt had it in him to do the laser step again. We just had to believe. We were now onto our third try of the parkour, and Matt did it again. We simply just had to enter the code in correctly. This was it. Me and Tyler entered the code correctly, and it was all up to Matt again.
Yes! Let's go, let's go!
And just like that, Matt entered his code and the cutscene started playing 6 hours and 43 minutes into the run, marking the end of this Easter egg. As the cutscene played, we realized we only had 1 hour and 15 minutes to complete this next Easter egg, and Beast from Beyond easily had the hardest boss fight out of any map we've done so far. Could we really do the whole Easter egg within the time limit? Honestly, the three of us weren't so sure. We were now on to our final map. Everything we had worked towards depended on if we could do this on our first attempt, but as mentioned, we didn't have a whole lot of time left, and we had only ever completed this boss fight one time outside of Director's Cut. Could we really do this whole thing in an hour? We loaded in and we immediately got to work on getting Neil's head back so we could turn on the power. We jumped down this hole and picked up his head on this bridge, and once we returned Neil's head, the cryptid stopped spawning, which meant we could get to work on the Easter egg. What's nice about Beast and Beyond is that the steps leading up to the boss fight are actually super easy. The only hard part is actually the boss fight itself, but we'll get to that later on. The first step of this Easter egg is that you need to get the Entangler. To get this, you first need to find the power box somewhere around the map, and then once you find it, you need to throw a grenade at it. This will cause the power box to open up and a skull will appear, and after shooting it, you need to return back to the cargo bay. In this room, there will now be tiny green X's on the floor, and all of us need to stand on one at the same time. Once we did this, a sequence began where an 8-bit skull would begin rising from the ground, and during this time, we cannot leave the circle. And after about a minute, a skull will then appear somewhere around the cargo bay, and we need to jump into this skull to collect it, which will then allow us to pick up the Entangler, which is in the middle of the room. Now that we have the Entangler, we can move on to our second step, this being to collect the 4 floppy disks. For the first floppy disk we collected, we needed to use the Entangler in this hallway, and when you shoot a ground on the floor, you'll pick up a key card, and you need to shoot that into the vent behind it. We then went on the hunt for it in one of multiple vents, and after a bit of searching, we found it and took note of the symbol and its location. We're doing this because we need to insert these floppy disks into Neil in a very certain order, and and we find out this order using codes that can be found around the map. Anyways, for the second floppy disk, we needed to pick up one of these white helmets that can be found around the map and shoot it into a monitor in the medbay area. This will remove the force field blocking the door and will allow us to pick up the floppy disk that is just sitting on the counter. We took notice of what the symbol was and we moved on to our third floppy disk. This one is located right next to Pack-a-Punch, and while we're here we can also get our last floppy disk, which is obtained by killing the first blue cryptid that spawns into the map. You can actually trigger a blue cryptid to spawn by entering and leaving the Pack-a-Punch, and this is what we did to make our blue cryptid spawn into the map. And then for how you actually get the Pack-a-Punch is that you need to find 3 scrap metal pieces around the map, these being located near blue bolts, inside the cargo bay, and on the streets once you leave the theater. You then take these scrap pieces to the destroyed bridge near Pack-a-Punch and repair it, and then that will allow you to cross the bridge, which will then let you get your last 2 floppy disks. We noted what these last 2 floppy disk symbols were, and we got to work on finding the right combination. Essentially, you take these 4 symbols you got and you look at the codes around the map until you find one that has all 4 of the symbols on it. Once you find the correct symbol that has all 4 of your symbols on it, you then need to look at what order your symbols are in. This is the order that you insert them into Neo. Once we found our right combination, we inserted the floppy disk into Neo and we were on to the next step of the Easter egg. But before I go into what you actually have to do for this next step of the Easter egg, keen-eyed viewers might have realised that there's one thing we haven't done yet. Welcome back to our new game show, Who Wants to Be a Renzaru? So, our first and only question, which of these haven't I done yet? Is it A, began milking this series, B, spent hours of my life writing the script, C, talked about coming over the Reagan this week, or is it D, we haven't done the Ghost in Schools minigame? Alright, well it was pretty obviously D, but yeah, we popped School Hacker and we made our way to the Ghost in Schools machine in the arcade. For this version of the minigame, we essentially just need to shoot the blocks at the schools, and if you shoot them with the same colour and they are next to each other, they'll link together. Once they are linked together, you can shoot them with a nuke, which will destroy all of them. And now this minigame is probably one of the easy ones, so it hasn't got any crazy gimmicks that make it really difficult, and you can link all the schools with one colour and do something like this.
Oh, please, where are the blue nukes? I see one. Yes, I got it.
Yes, sir.
69.
Nice. 8.
Holy shit, I was red screen, what the fuck?
As you probably know at this point, it gave us all of the perks and we moved on to the next step. For this next step, it began with us going back to the theatre and picking up this red button with the entangler. After picking it up, we then throw it through this Beast of Beyond poster in the arcade, and it then spawns in the medbay area. And then once you interact with this button, it opens up a 4x4 puzzle on the wall. This puzzle looks really complex on the outside, but once you know what you're doing, it's super easy to solve. Essentially, you switch all horizontal switches, and if that doesn't work, reset it back and switch all the vertical switches. This should easily complete this puzzle. Now, we only had one step before the boss fight, and it was once again pretty simple. All we have to do is carry Neil's head with the entangler all the way back to the Pack-a-Punch machine and insert it into this computer. After we did that, all we technically had to do was interact with the computer Neil was in to start the boss fight. However, we obviously weren't ready for the boss fight yet, so we had to get set up. The best weapon for this boss fight is easily the Kendalls, without a doubt, so this meant that we were aiming to get this out the magic wheel. While we all got the hit in the box, Tyler also got the fuse for double Pack-a-Punch, which meant we can get the dual wield Kendalls. Another gun that is good for the boss fight is the EBR sniper rifle. This is since you can do really high damage and you can put it into full auto mode. I mean, come on, a full auto sniper, you can't really go wrong with that. I also brought back in the dual wield M2187s for the ability I mentioned in Attack of the Radioactive thing. Unlike in that map, these actually prove to be quite useful in this boss fight. Oh, I literally got Kendalls.
Let's go. Just had an easy game.
Oh, and would you look at that, I also got the Kendalls. After getting enough points for his older Pack-a-Punch guns, we were then on to the boss fight. This is where we began to start shitting ourselves, as we were at the point where we couldn't really have a second try at the boss fight. With the amount of time we had left, it just wasn't a possibility, especially if we wanted to get it under 8 hours. We only had one chance of this, we can't fail now. We interacted with Neo and we prepared to face what was ahead. The boss fight started simple enough. Some rhinos spawned and we took them out using the Pack-a-Punch EBR, and after we took out the 4th rhino, more of the arena opened up. We then used the Kendalls to defend ourselves from the cryptids, and after killing enough cryptids, more of the map opened up, including this container, and we decided to sit at the top of this container and spam the Kendalls. This easily killed anything that was trying to come up, but then some rhinos spawned, and this was a little bit squeaky, but again, the EBR took them out easily enough. Then we were onto the computer stage. During the stage, there's 3 computers that turn on, and we need to interact with all 3 of these computers so we can continue to progress in the boss fight. I got 2 of the computers that were right next to each other, and Tyler hit the last one, allowing us to move on to the next stage. For this, we need to wait for the timer on the new computer in the middle of the arena to hit 0 and then interact with it. And now lads, when I tell you what you're about to see is some squeaky bum time, I mean this is the definition of squeaky bum time.
Oh god.
Can you get him, Jake?
No.
Got him, I got him.
It's huge. Dude, doing the strafe jump, if you can do the strafe jump, it's actually massive. Alright, I think I can get Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him.
Dude, the rocket launcher is actually massive. Oh my
Guys,
god.
it's actually big, dude. Dude, let's go,
dude.
bro. We love that.
Okay, listen. Just because I went down does not mean the rocket launcher is not huge. I'm on top of the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till all those cryptos are gone. Oh,
Right.
literally 24 seconds.
Bro, pop it now, pop it now, pop it now.
Got it. Hey, dude, I'm just gonna get ready, dude. I'm just gonna literally get... Dude, I'm gonna wait by the computer, ready to fucking press it. Wait, dude, what the fuck? Okay, this is not fucking 20... That shit was not 20 seconds. That shit was not 20 seconds, bro. Oh, big revive from the mat?
Oh,
Shoosh.
no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm down.
Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook.
I need a... When you revive me, I'm gonna pop reanimated.
Is it ready? Dude, I think it's ready to press. Activated.
That's right, while Tyler and Matt were both down, the computer finished just in time for me to interact with it, which then had all the cryptids disappear, leaving me to revive Matt and Tyler. And now we're on to the bit that really scared us, the blue rhinos. These boys are bullet sponges, and the more damage you do to them, the more of this blue fire they will drop onto the floor, which can literally down you instantly. We were sweating, but we powered on. We had to complete this. We knew we can do it. We just needed to keep pushing forward all the way to the end. We didn't come all of this way just to fail here. We just kept shooting the rhinos, which felt like forever until...
One's
down, bro. One's dead.
That's right, we managed to kill one of the rhinos. We just had one more. We can do this. We can't give up here. We needed to prove that you can beat every Infinite Warfare Easter egg in 8 hours.
Oh, he's dead.
Dude, no, wait, really? Yo, boys!
Let's go! Oh
Let's
my God.
fucking go.
Bro, we're done.
And just like that, it was over. The cutscene played 7 hours and 38 minutes into this challenge, and we had finally beat all of the Infinite Warfare maps. This also marked the end of our journey. So, this challenge was not easy. Although we're only 5 maps compared to when we did all 15 Easter eggs in the Treyarch games, the boss fights in Infinite Warfare are infinitely harder to beat. You see what I did there? Honestly, the boss fights like Spaceland and Beast from Beyond can have you on your toes, and the whole time you're in the boss fight, you'll be sweating bullets, being nervous if you'll fail or not. Especially Beast from Beyond, that boss fight is so difficult. For me, completing this has been a massive accomplishment. When I first bought Infinite Warfare and was trying to complete all the boss fights a couple years ago, I couldn't even beat Spaceland, and now here I am beating them all in 8 hours. Truly the best character development. I seriously have to thank Matt and Tyler though. I don't think without them this video would have been possible. Actually, the power of friendship. Anyways, that is the end of the long-awaited sequel to Can You Beat Every Easter Egg in 24 Hours. I really hope it lived up to its predecessors. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like. It really does mean a lot, and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Also, I have links to my Twitter and my Discord server in the description. Please check them out. And yeah, other than that, thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.